Well, we were waiting on our music to get started. I don't know what's up with it, but we're going to get the people the music. Somehow, some way we going to get the people the music. I don't know what's going on. Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey.
It is like really tripping.
What it is?
Can I give y'all our normal theme song because it's doing something. And I have no idea what that may be.
Yeah, yes.
Hold on. Here we go.
There you go.
Okay, no, it's not. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up, Pete?
What it is. Hey, so we was able to get some of it. I see you was able to come through for some of it.
Man.
Yeah, hey, you made it happen though. You did make it happen.
Listen, it's live. You know what I mean? So for those that are just tuning in, you have to go back and watch the replay to see the beautiful debacle that was our intro and interest. What's up, Queens and Kings? Welcome back to another amazing edition of Their POV with Nick and King. We are your hosts, Nikki Johnson.
Yes, and I'm the King, Harrington. How you doing?
All right, so he looks brand new today, right?
Mm-hmm. Yo, it's coming off that computer to that phone, y'all. Definitely making it work.
Is your volume all the way up, though, King?
Let me make sure that. I think it is, but let me make sure. There you go.
All righty.
Yeah, it's all the way up now.
While you're doing that, I'm going to make sure that we are live over on the book because we were having a little bit of technical difficulty.
Yes.
So we go, well, right then.
Mm-hmm.
The book. All right. Well, that just says that we're good. All right. It won't let me get out now. All righty.
It's all the way live, baby.
Just one of those days. With that being said, we are so glad you guys have joined us today. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I was talking to my people. It was
my bad, Nick. I'm sorry.
I was getting to you, King.
Okay, I got you. So I'm just so excited because that picture looks so crisp and clean.
But had you listened to me a long time ago, but that's all right. Happy Father's Day to all the kings who are watching this right now. King, to you, happy Father's Day.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. It's a hard job being one of those fathers, but I've learned to understand and grip and embrace, what I have to do to be a father. So I think I'm doing pretty good. She's 22 now, so I think the biggest part of it is done.
There's still more.
Yeah,
but join me on this side of the empty nesters. But yes, happy Father's Day to you. So tell us, how was your weekend and what did you do for Father's Day today?
Oh man, it was lovely. We yesterday, we went down to my dad's house, all of us, my siblings, and we bought him, he loves elephants. He collects elephants. So we bought him a 3-foot, about 5.5 feet long, 500-pound elephant.
Wow.
A big gray elephant that he sits out. We actually sat out in front of the house. And mind you now, we had to take it off the trailer ourselves. So, yeah.
So what is it made out of? Was it bronze?
It's like cement type. It's like concrete type. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a solid 500. So, the lady, my sister told us that we couldn't use the trunk or the tusk or the ears to pull it off
so
the trailer.
Y'all were pulling from the
so
bottom?
The bottom, the legs, the base, and where the legs go into, like, it's got a flat, squared base, like a foundation. And then it's on top of that, but it's all together. So they molded it, they had it all together. So we just used the legs. We pulled with some of the straps that we held it down with on the trailer. And we pulled it off the trailer, used a piece of wood, slid it, wiggled it around, got it on when my dad wanted that. So, yeah, he loved it. We was standing outside with the elephant on the trailer when he pulled up, when my sister drove him up.
Mm-hmm.
And we told him to roll the window down. We talking about Happy Father's Day. We said it all loud. He looking at us through the window. And we was like, yo, roll the window down. So he just got the truck, and he came over there and seen that. So he loved it. I mean, he loved it. And then we had a nice dinner. You know what I'm saying? So, and all of us together, we had a good time. Yeah, we had a good time. It was really
Did you cook for him?
My sister did. You know, I was a father, so I didn't have to cook. I was a father, so it was like me, my other two brothers, and us. So we didn't have to cook nothing. So we just enjoyed with my nieces and my sister did.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was good.
What did you do today for Father's Day?
Today I'm just chilling. My wife is going to, you know what I'm saying, give her a little shout out right quick. My wife is going to get me dinner. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to pick up me dinner, and you know how that's going to go. So yeah, that's how that.
Nice.
And
what's up, Miss Kimberly?
What's going on, Miss Kim? And
what's
how was your weekend?
On, lady? Now, what were you asking me? I'm sorry.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was wonderful. I had some out of town guests.
Okay.
And had a good time. Had an amazing time. And we'll get to that comment in a second.
Okay.
We went out and we ate and we laughed, we joked. We just had a really good time. And today I got some work done for my other podcast. I have so many interviews that I'm going to be doing next week. So it was about preparation. And then I spent the last 2 hours watching Wildin' Out. Like when I want to chill, laugh, just kind of release some stuff, I watch Wildin' Out. Like I love it. I love it.
That's one of my favorites too. You ain't by yourself.
Really?
Wow. Oh, what? Yes.
I love it. Like so, my favorite two games that they play, I love all of them. But Pick Up and Kill It and Kick Them Out the. Oh my God!
Kick Them Out the Classroom
is it for me.
Now we love family. we love family reunion. It's a family reunion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick Up and Kill It. And then I like what's the name? Now You Wild Out.
Yes, that's the Wild Style.
Yeah, yes. No, the Wild Out, not Wild Style. Come on, you know.
Now you Wild Out, right? Oh, I got you.
Right,
not the Wild Style. That one is actually called
Now You Wild Out.
You and I should play our own edition.
That would be cool.
We should play our own edition for real. Yeah. I'm serious, King. We should.
I mean, I got skills. I'm just saying, I can do a little round off the top. But don't, you know, I'm from that era, so you know, I used to be a little MC, so I can do a little something, you know, little rap. So it's all good.
On that note, I'm gonna save you from me. We're gonna go to the comments.
Okay.
Can people please come with 30-second trailers? We get that, Kim. We about to get there in a minute. That is for you.
Excuse me. Oh, got my water. Make sure I got my water.
That was for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're kind of off our game. Like we had some issues before we started. When we started, it was some things going on. But hey, it's all good. And then she said she loves them too. Girl, like I love Wildin' Out. I do. She said mine too. Those are her favorites. She hates family reunion. Let me guess. It's because they talking about getting hard. Now the one that makes me feel sorry for people, and we're gonna jump into the show in a minute, is the fashion show one. I forgot the name of that one. They picked
yeah, I remember that one. I ain't seen that one in a minute either. They haven't.
I think they might took that out of rotation. So hard.
I think they might took that one out of rotation because I hadn't seen that one in a minute.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
So you know they show reruns every Tuesday, Friday, sometimes Saturday. It's on today. She says, yes, they be lame sometimes. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they are hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, thank you for joining us, Kim. If you don't mind, please share. There's some feedback. I was waiting. I think it stopped. Please share, have a watch party. And if your father is still alive or if your brothers have children, happy Father's Day to them. And let's jump into the topics. You ready, King?
I'm ready. You ready?
It's some feedback.
Okay. I think I know what it is. Let me go ahead and I was trying to do my Bluetooth earpiece, but apparently it's not gonna work, so we're gonna go ahead and just.
Is your mic still on? Because you probably can turn that off. Or is it because it's the Bluetooth and the phone? Give us 1 second. The family reunion. Who we introduce. Who we introduce. Kim, you like my Lisa? I feel really Lisa Cole Jam today with my white top in my head. Yeah, it's feedback. Can you hear me?
You hear me?
Barely.
It's a little bit. Sorry about that.
Oh, she's loving it. Thank you, sis. All right, we lost King. King, we got to get your sound up because these topics he is so excited about today.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about
that. A lot to say.
There we go.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay, good to go.
All righty, you sound better.
Yes, I had to
go. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All righty. So our topics today, we have a couple of them. We're going to start with what if people came with 30-second trailers. So this topic came because I saw this on I saw a post on Facebook a couple of months back, and it said, I wish people came with a 30-second trailer or preview so I can see what I'm getting myself into. Listen. Raise your hand if you wish people came with 30-second trailers and previews. That would be me. So we want you guys to chime in the comments and let's get this dinner cooking. All right, King.
Yes.
Do you wish people would come with 30-second previews?
Yes, indeed. Because some of the women I came in contact was off the chain. And if I'd have known 30 seconds before, or just a 30-second challenge, I'd be like, oh, I would have swiped left plenty of times.
Not left.
I'm just saying, I mean, I don't, I'm sorry. Swipe left is to get rid of, swipe right is to keep. Which one is it?
I think, yeah.
So I would have definitely swiped left.
Inbox me, I'll tell you where I got it from.
So I mean,
raised a hand.
So I would definitely, that 30-second would definitely work out just so I can get that little gist of what I'm dealing with, how crazy, because ain't nothing wrong with a little cray, from a female, just a tad bit.
Wait, define a little cray, like what is what's the cray limit? They can do this but they can't do that. What is it?
Let's see, it would be like let's see, what would I say? A little crazy, just enough to get my attention crazy, like what I'm saying, like you dodge some cars and get across the street, crazy, or I'm sorry.
So you wanted to be about it?
Yeah,
not scared about it. Okay.
What I'm saying, that type, and then trying to check a brother, what I'm saying, with that little, that little, get up in my ear like, now that you ain't got no business looking over there on that. I just gotta have a little edge.
So she can check you a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say gotta have a little edge. So I can take that. But when you start going over where, I'm seeing stuff moved in my house and I went home all day and you ain't got no key. Yeah, that right there to me is a tad bit over the top.
Yo, I don't.
So that
crazy.
So that exactly. But see, that's what I'm saying.
That's bro, what you doing?
That 30-second, you see that, then like the car thing. You see them coming up to your car with the chainsaw and with other things. You get to see all that on the.
You get to see the tendencies in the 30 seconds.
Exactly.
So here's a good question.
Cool.
Here's a good question for you and the audience. But hold on, let's go to some of the comments real quick.
Okay.
You see what she said? They can cut up to blank. Then she said, not break your autograph. And she said, that's a stalker. Exactly. Y'all give me a second. Hold on.
Excuse me.
Sorry about that. She always wants to play when I'm doing this. All right. So here's the question. What would you like to see if you could get your 30-second preview? What are like 3 to 5 specific things that you would like to see? You would want to know if they're blank or if you want to see blank. What would you
Okay.
like to see? 3 to 5 things.
I would definitely like to see how they keep their house clean, how they keep their house.
Facts.
Definitely want to see that.
Facts.
If they can cook or not.
That's like driving by an apartment that you're interested in renting,
right.
or a house, but you go by at night.
Exactly.
Don't go on the day when they make sure everything is good. Go by there at night. Yeah.
So definitely want to see the crib. Definitely want to, my thing. This is me. Want to see they can cook.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Another thing I would like to know. Let's see. How they are when they walk up on something that they don't really know what they're seeing, that they don't understand, and they say flip. You know how you walk up on a situation and you don't know, but you just going by what you see before you flip. I like to see those type of situations. Like I'm sitting there talking to a female, right? I ain't all into them, but I'm sitting there, having a conversation, and they walk up and start, what that, go fly off, and it's my cousin or my sister. That right there. Let's see. What else? Okay, let's see.
While he's thinking, make sure you all share. Even if you're watching this in the replay, please share.
Okay, your reaction when my phone rings. Who got to see that reaction when my phone rings? And okay, and definitely to me, one of the definitely most important, not gonna say most important, but I want to know how your reaction is in bed. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, on any level, just to see, I don't want you to get up in there choking me, you know what I'm saying, and I just got to know how you so yeah.
Okay.
Right, so
Kim says she wants to know if they are a liar.
Got you.
If they're okay, she said finances. She want to know about their finances. Cleanliness. She wants to know sex without having sex. Okay.
Yeah.
And interaction with other people.
Sounds good.
Right. Yeah. Are you tapping something?
Who?
You.
No, what's going on?
Is your phone tapping? It sounds like you're typing.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Somebody tapping me.
Okay.
I do hear that popping though.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah, I don't know what that is because I'm not even on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're not tapping anything on your desk?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, because my phone. Yeah, because my computer is not even connected to it, so I don't know.
Yes. Kim, can you hear that? Kimberly, can you hear that popping sound? Because I'm wondering if it is your phone. It seems like when I hear it.
Yeah, see when you start talking. It's like when you start talking, start popping.
But it was doing it when you were talking too. So I'm not quite sure what that could be. Let us know if y'all can hear this. She can hear it.
Right.
It's so weird. It sounds like someone is watching us in the background and smacking on something.
Yeah, let me turn off my laptop.
Okay. So if I can have it.
Oh my God.
It's so loud.
It is.
So sorry, y'all.
Me too. Let me see.
I have no idea what that is.
Causing that. My Bluetooths are off.
Okay. So I muted you, King, and it's on your side. But that's okay. We'll fix it. All right. So if I could if I could see 3 to 5 things or whatever it is I want to see in my 30-second preview, I would want to know if you have a habit of lying. Number 2, do you really work? No, bump, do you really work? Do you like working? Do you like having a job? He'll be back with us in a minute. Do you like having a job? If you have children, how are you with your children? And how do you treat and interact the mother of those children? How are you with your mother? Do you have any anger management, narcissistic, violent tendencies, anger management issues, narcissism, like I said? Are you reasonable? because we don't have to always agree, but are you reasonable in those disagreements? Can you be rational? I guess I went way over my 3 to 5. What else? I should have added this at the top. Do you like paying bills? Do you pay bills? What is your credit looking like and why?
Okay.
Things back.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Were you able to hear anything on my list?
No, I didn't hear
Not
nothing.
a problem. Not a problem. And I'm going to get to the God one because I know somebody's like, what about the Lord? Oh, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I said I wanted to know if they tell the truth. If they have children, how are they with their children? And how are they with the mother of those children and their interaction? How are they with their mother? Do they like working?
Ooh, no. Okay.
Do they pay their bills?
Ooh, okay.
What is their credit like and why? I don't care if it's a good credit score. Why is it good? Like, I want to know,
Wow, okay.
how intentional you've been. And if it's not, why? I want to know if they have anger tendencies, if they're narcissistic, if they get violent.
Okay, definitely that. I feel you on that.
I know I'm way over 5, but I'm gonna keep going. She said the noise is gone. No one likes working. No, sis, it's a difference between not liking to work and somebody that doesn't like work.
Right.
I know people that will quit a job as soon as they get a job. Some people that will make excuses on why they don't work. They don't work, but they'll play a video game all day, or they're hanging out with their friends all day. I want to know what their habits are as far as hygiene and cleaning the house.
Yeah, definitely house.
And you know what? Okay, so you know how on previews, right before the preview of what you're going to watch, you get other previews?
Yes.
So in the other previews, I would like to see what the other relationships are like. I would like a preview to the preview, right? Now, I know you only get 30 seconds, but listen, a lot can be packed in those 30 seconds. I do radio and podcasting. It's a lot you can get in 30 seconds.
So true. So true.
Let me see. I'm going to give you 2 more. I would love to see a flash into the future of what he would be like with me in a relationship.
Oh wow,
you like that?
Yo, that'd be something like, okay, just like almost like a pre look, like, looking at you, like you said.
Like if this is like, okay, so when you're watching previews, you know how you get the previews of the other movies before, then you get the preview of that one. You keep watching, sometimes you kind of get a little taste of what may be in part 2.
I got you.
And in that look into the future, I want to know like how he would be with my sons. And then the last thing would be is I want to be able to see if something happened, if I were sick or if something happened to me or him, how would he handle it? Or to our parents, how would he handle it? So that would be what I'd like to.
That's full. Hey,
but you get a lot in that.
For real.
You can get a lot in that. Like these sisters right here, this would be me watching just that hard.
I can imagine.
That's how I'm gonna watch. Okay, the tapping sound is back, but that's okay. Don't get discouraged.
Oh no, no.
Right, so we heard from Kim and what she would like, and we heard from you. So, what if you all?
I don't know what that could be.
What is it sitting on?
It's on my iPad, but it's off. Yeah.
Okay. It just stopped. We're gonna keep going. It's okay.
I don't know what that could be though. Let's
say you couldn't get the preview immediately and you really started liking somebody and the preview was finally ready and prepared a month into it and you saw something that you did not like. How would you handle it? That question goes to anybody in the audience and you.
Now, give me that one more time so I can definitely get to what you just said.
Okay. Let's say the preview was not available immediately.
Okay.
Right? But you started talking to this person and really started liking them. 1 month into it, the preview is finally available.
Okay.
And you see some stuff that you don't like or see something that you don't like. How would you handle it?
I got to back out gracefully. Yeah, if it depends on what it is, I got to bow out gracefully. So, to depend on, how bad it is, if it ain't something I feel I can overcome, like, say, for instance, it was a cooking thing. that one of my, and it was less like she don't cook as much, or I can work with that. But it wasn't something like I told you when she walk up on me and just that lose her mind. Oh, I got to
busting
go.
out your windows.
I got to go. I got to go. So yeah. that would be my on that one.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I guess it would depend on what it is, because some things are not negotiable, especially if you get the pre-warning. Some things are workable. Some things are, you just don't know no better, right? But some things they are non-negotiable. So you said one of yours would be if she walk up on you and try to bust out your lights and stuff. One of my non-negotiables would be the temper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not being able to control the temper.
Right. That's the part, like I was saying, yeah. About her rolling up on me while I'm talking to somebody, and you just take it out of context and start snatching me up, all up in her, that's, yeah. So
you know what? And to me, that kind of plays into having what I was saying earlier when you were off, having a bad understanding. Some people just my dad used to call it a bad understanding. Like you say, she walk up and she tripping, and no matter what you say, proof you show, just understand it's bad, you're not gonna get through. But someone with a bad temper, you could breathe wrong.
Right. And they got a problem with it.
And they mad. Yeah. You never know, you're gonna get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
They're kind of bipolar with the emotions. They're happy one minute. When they're mad, they are mad. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I feel you on that one.
What would be another non-negotiable for you?
Another non-negotiable. Let's see. The ones I said. Oh, the house. Oh, my God, yeah. If I started and I had not just mind, like you said, I've never been over. I wouldn't never came. She always came to mind, or we always met somewhere. And then the first time I see the video, and I'm like, oh my God, look at the bathroom, look at the bedroom, yo. So
which room, or how does the house have to look to be absolutely non-negotiable, or is there a particular room that you just can't do?
Oh, I mean, we talking about starting to walk in the living room. I mean, the living room was tore up. We dug it. I can imagine. If the living room was tore up, the bedroom and the bathroom is a wreck. So your living room, that's the first room people walk into. If that's a wreck, the bedroom is a what?
Living rooms can be deceptive though, King. Living rooms could
be saying, if you walk in, it's
semi-immaculate, because that's the first thing you see. And a lot of people don't go past the living room. So for me, it would be kitchen or bathroom. The kitchen's gonna be number one.
Definitely bathroom. Definitely the bathroom. That goes without saying.
Well, let me tell you why kitchen. If you don't care, now I don't mean you didn't wash dishes today.
Right.
I don't mean that. I'm talking about like them dishes got some mold in them.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's a little slimy. It's stuff all over the counter, crumbs.
Yeah.
Roaches, because you feed them with the stuff. It's a horrific smell. You open up the refrigerator, you frightened.
Yeah.
And then you've been telling me that you cook all the time. I'm gonna need you never to fix me nothing.
The first thing, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I said. The living room stops me from going any further, because if I walk in and your living room is tore up right off the back, and when I tell you the living room talk, I'm looking at pounds of dust. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff.
You can smell that there's an animal in the house.
I mean, pounds of dust. But then I can see where, I'm looking, I see maybe spider webs in the corner.
Right, but I'm saying, when people got animals, but you can smell it when you hit the door.
Yeah, see, stuff like that. Yeah, see, stuff that tells me you ain't been taking care of your pet. So right there, that lets me know. Because I can walk into somebody's house, and if they got a whole bunch of clothes thrown away on their couch or their chair, I'm not going any further. We ain't got to walk past it. I'm telling you what I know. I do not go past that. Okay,
so living room is clean, but it's clothes strode everywhere. You're not going to go past that.
You said living room is clean?
But yes, to some people, clean is if the toys are put away, and if there's nothing just kind of sitting out. They don't necessarily count when and their furniture polishing is, So if it's semi-clean, but it's clothes on the couch, you're not going any further.
I mean, because see right there, why is there clothes on the couch? I feel it should be where I shouldn't be able to see nothing that's not supposed to be in your living room.
Yeah.
See, when I gotta look, I'm just saying, because that's too obvious. If I gotta look, I give you the benefit of that. If I gotta look for something, that's the benefit of that. But if I walk in and you got clothes on your, on your couch and something like, okay, you know what? I'll wait here till you come to the door. I'm like, because I just feel that if I go any further, I know I'm gonna see worse. That's just me. I just think I'm gonna see worse because I've always kept my living room immaculate to the point when somebody walk in there, the last thing you're gonna do is see clothes anywhere in my living room.
Yeah.
Anywhere. So if you had to look for something, you got to look for something on my, something on my wall or something like that. You ain't gonna see no clothes nowhere. Whenever I walk in and I see clothes on your couch or on your, how you throw it over your recliner, so okay, right there, that shows me, and you knew I was coming.
Right.
You know what? Yeah, I think we don't need to travel further to see anything. Because that's
gonna be your first and last.
That's the first thing, because I already know what your bedroom looks like. That told me what your bedroom looks like.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So Kim said, I can work with temper because I'm cray-cray.
Yes,
but lying and financial, all of those gotta go.
Yeah, she told the truth on that one. She's crazy.
I don't know if she is still here to defend herself, but if she is, we will know in a few seconds. But hey, that's the first thing is knowing yourself. So she know herself.
Yes.
Let me see. What would be another one for me? Okay, so bathrooms.
Ooh.
So you already feel me, huh?
You know what? Because you know what? Just from that, Nick, I know you've seen the many pictures on Facebook of when they show bathroom. They ask, would you use this bathroom and stuff? Or in people's house, I was like, yo. And the crazy thing is, it's real. Them people's real bathroom. I'm like, Nick, how do you walk in somewhere like that and sit down for women or brothers standing up? Nick, when I walk to the door, I'd be like, I mean, you be thinking like you see that stuff when they be showing them the outline of somebody running through the door. Mm-hmm. That's what it would look like. That's what it would look like. You get that out of there. Oh man.
I have been to some places, and I'm not talking about public bathrooms. I've been to some, and so I give grace when there are children.
Right.
Because when your children under a certain age, I get it. You probably just tired. You ain't thought about that bathroom as long as they, at a certain age, Yeah. So kitchen and bathroom.
Done seen some crazy ones. I didn't see some. I didn't see something. I was like, yo. I just kind of like, you do the kind of. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not hungry. Yeah, and you stand up the whole time. You stand up the whole time because you can't get close to the wall because you already see the little critters run across. So you like trying to be as nice and quaint and get ready to make that reverse out the door. Yeah, I done been there.
Because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You don't want to offend anybody. Exactly. The thing is you live here, so this is okay with you.
For you, fine. You're fine. Yeah, but the way I was raised, the way I taught myself how to take care of stuff, and the military definitely. If anything else, didn't got a brother, So to see something like that, I'm like, yo, are you serious? Come on.
I have had some people, some friends that I've gone over and I've helped them clean because everybody, even if they were raised to be, to be clean, everybody is just not their thing. Number two, when people are really depressed or going through something, they're not thinking about clean and jack. They're trying to make it through the next 20, 30 minutes.
Right.
And then when they have young children, because they don't know how to make the kids put stuff away and clean up. Like every time I clean, they're gonna come through here and mess up anyway. So I have done that, and in those situations, I don't mind helping. But it's you don't want to make the people uncomfortable,
right?
Because they're welcoming you into the home and they're comfortable with it. So it's like
exactly. And all you do is count down. Like, I can't wait to get.
Listen, I was dropped off at somebody's house before. Dropped off by the bus. And it's like, how much more time before they come back? But here is my thing, and this ain't trying to talk about nobody. Here is my thing, because I don't want to make somebody uncomfortable. It's trying not to look at stuff. It's just trying to focus on your eyes, focus on your face. Or if you walk out the room, it's trying not to look to the left or to the right. I'm serious because my tendency is I want to start grabbing stuff and cleaning.
Really?
But I don't want to make somebody feel uncomfortable because
Right.
you can actually make somebody
Oh
uncomfortable.
yeah, oh yeah.
They're like, oh, it's nasty. You don't want to be like, it is. So you got to keep your eyes forward.
Yo, I don't try to believe me. I don't try to help them with nothing. All I'm doing trying to do is get up out. You know,
Try to go.
I ain't trying to touch nothing. I ain't trying to say nothing. Like you said, yeah, I know I gotta clean up. Like, I just laugh it off. Yeah, I understand. That's it. Believe me, you should have been cleaned up. But I'd be like, yo, let me get on my way. And I come up with that. You know what? I gotta pick up old girl. Yeah, she said she need to ride, and I'm gonna run, but I'm gonna holler. I'm gonna holler at you, and we're gonna hook up. We do something. I ain't never going back to your house. Never. Never going back to your house. Yeah.
He ain't coming back no more.
You not coming back to the house. If you hang out, and then like you said about the person, they're worrying about, okay, how you keeping yourself up? If your crib is looking like that, how you taking care of you? So I'm looking at your clothes now. See, now I'm looking at you, looking at what you got on.
Okay, but question. This is a question to everybody. Have you ever met someone out and they will fly every time, smell good, look good, like crease? I'm talking about Krispy Kreme crispy on the creases.
Right.
Starch down, starch it down. And then you went to the house and you like, how?
And look condemned. Yeah, that was
you go to the house and you like, how?
And look at and it's because it's that stepping out thing.
Nails, feet, toes. Whatever.
It's a stepping out move. It's a straight stepping out move. Once it's like going through, how they use the transformation. You're coming from all this nastiness and trash, and then it goes over here and it's clean and white stuff. It's like that when you walk out your door. Transform yourself to show I'm the best image of what I want to look like until I go back in the house. And then as soon as you step in the door, she start throwing stuff around, take off what's in.
Okay, I ain't talking about nobody on that because that's me. I come through the door.
But I'm just saying, I'm talking about,
you're going to catch something in the eye. But I understand what you're saying, though. I do. I understand what you're saying. And we're not trying to talk about nobody. I know we are.
No.
I know we are, but we are not talking about anybody per se.
No, this is just a reality of what happened that people do. Period. That people actually live like that.
Right. You want to hit that comment?
Oh, yes. Miss Kim says some people living room because trash, but bedroom be all bougie. Yeah.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was asking about the living room at first. Sometimes the living rooms can be a little deceptive, but if you get to the door and you can't get in, or you smell animal or whatever, I understand that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Might be standing up the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you it's nasty.
Yeah, she ain't
trying to be polite.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I done been to people's house. I'm like, and I'm not helping either. Yeah, I'm saying, well, I'm not helping you clean.
Wait, look at this one.
I'm never here for you. Never.
Okay,
yeah.
I got one for y'all though. This was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. There was this. Trying to get the tapping this out. There was this meme or picture that went around on Facebook. This woman's house was so beautiful. Her kitchen was immaculate, and she was, I want to say, maybe making pies. I believe it was pies because it was a big bowl with that looked like she had mixed up some stuff or some pumpkin pie or whatever. Her cat was on the counter. Hold on. The tail was down in the bowl. Now, I posted that, and I was like, and this is what I'm saying, because my parents did not allow us to eat at anybody's house.
Right.
I don't care if we were starving. You better not ask for nothing.
Right.
And as we got older, of course, they would teach us why. It's because of those teachings, the things that I've seen, because I do like to watch Hoarder. I'm straight. I'm good, because, but that picture right there, I was like, now see, this is it right here.
Yeah.
That house was beautiful, but the cat's tail was down in the box.
But see that whole thing with like you said, the pets in the kitchen on the cats walking the counter. First of all, why is he walking the counter? I don't know.
I don't know. Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I never understood people like that. I understand you got your pets. That's fine. That's your pets. I understand. But come on, you're actually cooking, and it's okay for your pet to walk across the counter while you sitting there preparing this and preparing, and it's okay? And you think
no, King, the cat was sitting on the counter and the tail was hanging down. So, and the woman in the picture, she was standing here at the sink. The bowl was so she knew the cat was there.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. But you know, some people feel that it's okay. You know, you ain't worry about me ordering nothing from you if you was selling them, and you ain't worry about me eating at your kitchen. Period. Ever.
Facts.
Yeah.
You don't need to volunteer for the potluck
at all, please. When somebody say, "Yo, Louise said she gonna bring the what?" If it ain't nothing she got the stove, if ain't nothing she got the stove, I'm not eating what Louise brought. Well, what's the problem with it? I'm just saying, if Louise ain't bringing nothing store bought, bro, I'm not eating it. And she come in with some big old casserole bowl. Tell me, hey, I made this.
This is what my daddy used to do. This is Father's Day. I'm just gonna throw you out his stuff. So when there would be one at they not watching at church, if he would find what my mama sent, because he would know what she sent and what my grandmother sent. If he couldn't eat theirs, like say it was gone, it had to come from churches. I don't know if everybody out there has a churches. It had to come from churches, a KFC, or Walmart used to sell fried chicken back then. That? Yeah. Real good. Yeah, it had to be store-bought. If he couldn't catch my mama's or my grandmother's food. Otherwise, I'm eating when I get home.
I know family members like that. It's that church, because they be like this. They ask, who made that?
Yeah.
Sister who? Yeah. Who made that? Sister who? Okay. If sister Lovelace made it, we good. If sister Parker made it, y'all don't want to mess with that. Y'all don't want to mess with that now. Because they just, I've seen it at churches like.
At church, at work, yes. Get-togethers.
Exactly, yep.
You know what? I'm going to put you in charge of something. You can take care of the drinks.
There you go. That's it.
And we're not talking like you ain't got to make the Kool-Aid and tea. Just,
no.
They got some good stuff at HEB and Walmart.
There you go. We talking about the $2 liter bottles or whatever, 6 packs, whatever you want to bring like that. We're good. You ain't got to make nothing. Just bring in, the 12 pack or you want to do it. But you ain't got to make nothing. You ain't got to make a thing.
Bring napkins, boo. That's you.
There you go. Some cups, plates.
You and the utensils. You want to read that one, King?
So I had a coworker who let her cat in the fridge. Oh. Never ate nothing. She bought the potlucks.
I'm sorry. What you mean in the fridge?
She meant in the fridge. Like she said, I had a coworker who let her cat in the fridge. Like she opened the door and the cat be in there. Yeah, like pulling. Yeah, I know what she's talking about. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. So you can, like I said, she stuff like that, and I seen it, and then come to potluck, and you seen what she brought. Yeah. If I can get to enough coworkers, fellas.
Nah, bro, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm good on that.
And some people like, yo, okay, Chad, did you taste my such? I didn't get around to it. I'm good though. I didn't get around to it, but I'm gonna try it next time.
It's the pre-last for me. Say it again. I ain't get around to it.
Hey, believe me, nigga, when you don't been in them positions, you got to come up with the come up. You got to know what to say so it won't hurt feelings. Or got to.
Okay, and Lord forgive me. You could be diabetical. You can be like, you know what? I'm not feeling that good in my stomach. I'm gonna take some home. Like if you really don't want to hurt the feelings, and they just insist, or they bring you a plate wrapped up, we're taking home. You right. Soon as you going out the door and they not looking.
Straight dump. Straight trash can.
I can't.
Straight
Kim said store about. Huh?
Yeah, I said straight trash can. What you said about
that? I love you. I love you, but
I got love for you, baby. But I just can't eat what you're cooking. So it's all good. But like you said, I'm gonna bring this way. He don't feel too good. What you think gonna happen if I eat your food?
Because your animals add that extra seasoning.
Exactly.
Listen, because everybody be eating from my kitchen. You buy my cookies, you buy my food, my plates.
Right.
Y'all know me with my dog. I have 2 ways to get into my kitchen. She's allowed only so far.
Yep.
If I'm in there cooking, only so far.
That's how it should be. People need
to read that one.
She had the nerve to make some nice crispy treats. Yeah, that's exactly that.
That means all the stuff stuck.
And you know what? And the crazy thing is, some of that food be looking so good, Nick.
It does.
The presentation, you be like,
beautiful.
Why she got to be nasty? That's what you be saying in mind. Why she got to be nasty? Looking good, food looking good. And then it really gets you when some people sitting there eating it, talking about, ooh, this is good. I'm like, what? Dang, man. Oh,
licking their fingers.
I'm like,
Lick on. Listen, I've left functions and went and got something to eat.
Oh, you
Because
ain't
I'm not gonna hurt your feeling, but I
believe
can't.
me.
I'm not gonna.
I done been there.
Ain't
Done
nothing to
that
do
too.
with you. It's the extra seasoning from
I
him.
done been there too.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Let's do
you
it.
love this one, so we probably will save this. Well, no, you like both of them. You want to do preference or 90?
Let's do preference. I got the preference because I done been there, done that with the preference. So let's do that one.
All right, here we go. Go ahead, King.
Is having a preference wrong, or do you consider it a diss? So I'm gonna say that one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Is having a preference wrong, or do you consider it a diss? And when we mean diss, like a dismissal. And
you can get with this, so you can get with that. Okay, so is
it
wrong?
And see, my thing is, me personally, I don't feel it's wrong to have a preference.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because everybody prefers what they prefer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to relationship, when it comes to women, in my case, if I tell you I don't prefer, my preference is a woman with either no kids or maybe one, and that, you know, sometimes that we put, you know, I'm good. But I feel that some women take it as a diss because they feel like, oh, so you don't like people with kids? I like, my thing is, see, when you come off of me, like, hold up, I ain't got no kids. So I ain't got time to deal with your little hard head, little, you know what I'm saying, nappy head kid, want to sit there and talk junk. I'm just saying, because, you know, I done ran into him, the little smart mouth kid and all that. So my thing is, don't get mad at me because I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it because I don't have any.
Right.
And it's vice versa too. Because I understand, respect women that they don't got no kids and you got one or two or whatever. And they like, well, you know, this, and then you can't take that as a diss. You ain't supposed to. Right. Take it as that's her preference.
Right.
That's his preference. So, but a lot of women sometimes, and some brothers take that, you know, as a dismissal. Like when they have a conversation, you meet you in the club or whatever, and when you start having that conversation, you talk about things and this and that. You know, perfect example. You know, some women like, hey, you ain't got no car, we can't talk. I'm so sorry. That's her preference. You gotta have a rocket.
They don't do bus pass.
She'd be like, I'm not gonna drive you everywhere. I'm not doing all the driving.
Right. Like you're not gonna drive all my gas out, drop
like
it off at work.
You said, she definitely trying to ride a bus everywhere. So, you know, I'm just saying, but this is the things that I've ran into, Nick, with women when it comes to that type of preference. Because my thing was, if I'm feeling you, I'm listening to you talk. You said that you have kids. I'm like, okay. If you go over that one, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on how I'm feeling, to be honest with you, and how I'm having the conversation vibing. And then how old your kid is. That was another thing. If your kid was like within the first 3 to 5, I say from 0 to 5, Nick, I ain't got nothing to talk to you about.
You're not doing it. And why is that?
That's because unless that baby's father is across country like 3,000 miles, I ain't trying to holler, because if he's still in the same town, no, you can't. I don't care how much you tell me it's done. No, I know brothers, and as soon as she's making some conversation, he starts to come around more to want to quote unquote see his kid. I ain't got time for the drama at all. You know what I'm saying?
What if he's dead?
That's a whole different thing. And then it comes to, okay, do I want to deal with this? Because, you know, I already know he's a newborn or he's 2 and she's going through this with him. Do I want to take on it? Because, you know, it's like, you think about it. If you know you ain't trying to really kind of really put forth the effort at 2 and 3, I'm not trying to even get in there and mess up your life and your flow. Right. So that's, you know what I'm saying? So if I don't see that, like you said about the 30-second, let me cut on my 30-second video. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I don't think so. So, like, you know, so it's
fast forward.
So it's that type thing to say, okay, you know what? I ain't gonna even mess with you. You go ahead and live your life. You know, raise your child and be all right. So yeah, that's what plays a part in mine. You know, and I've always got like, didn't understand how some women used to come at me like sideways because, you know, I like, yo, I understand.
Tell you why?
Go ahead, Nick.
Let me tell you why. When it comes to preferences, I don't think people generally mind someone having a preference. It's the disrespect that come out the mouth and behind it. Because if you said, and I'm not saying you owe somebody this explanation, but if you were to say, you know what, since your son is so young, I just rather not, you know, enter into a relationship because I don't want them getting attached when I know I'm not there mentally to be a father figure. Right. That's real nice and easy. That's a nice letdown. dudes be coming out like the man ain't trying to be fooling with your baby father. Ain't trying to, and so now she's on the defense because it's like, wait, you missing out on a good me just because I have a child doesn't mean I'm not a good woman. But you don't come at her left and right with 29 different reasons in your 30-second trailer on why you're not. It's a disrespecting behind it, and I don't mind you knowing what you want because we can save each other a whole bunch of time and energy.
Right.
If you tell me, because I've told a guy before, because I had my sons when they were younger. If you're not interested in that, I'd rather know up front. Instead of you really trying to make it work with me, because you have some people that will try to make it work with the person and really not trying to have no relationship with the parent. That don't work.
Exactly.
Because the kids suffer.
I definitely feel that. And I understand that.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I understand it because it's crazy. Because then too, like we were just talking about, as far as who you're dealing with. So if you mess around, and no disrespect to the young ladies, but if you're ghetto, and if you're ghetto or not, you're gonna get that response because of you dealing with some dude that already gonna cause problems because he ain't really totally ready to let go, but he ain't trying to be that father that he should be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that's some of that feedback you get when you try to tell her, because I already know this dude, I'm seeing him around or what you're dealing with just in conversation. I'm like, oh, I ain't trying, but I'm a good woman. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand that, but you picked the wrong dude. So what that tells me is that I don't have time for the drama. I don't have time for the confrontations. And that ain't my thing. I don't like confrontation. So I don't want to deal with a brother because he ain't totally let go. Y'all have your issues. Rather not.
Yeah.
But then you got the respect. You got the ones that, you can understand that, and they upstanding, and you can tell by their personality and the conversation that it might be worth pursuing. Or like you said, I don't want to get into this because I know I'm not ready to be in that young man's life or young girl's life to be to be an example and stuff. And that's why like you said, you do it that way gracefully. So it has those depending on the person.
Because I know some single fathers. And I don't mean like they have kids and they're single. They're single and raising their children.
Right.
And they have a hard time sometimes when a woman says, I don't want to date a guy with kids.
Exactly.
Because it's like, dang, man, you missing out. I'm a good man. So I get it because the purposes can go both ways. But again, I think it's all in the delivery and what the reasonings are behind it. But for me, I would rather you say, I can't date you because you use a wheelchair. That's cool. I'm good. That meant you were not meant to be mine. Then you trying and you struggling. I just can't do it. Or it's because of the kids. Or say I smoke cigarettes. You trying to hang in there because you really know what you want and don't waste. Let's not waste each other's time. I know me. I love me. I know what I have to offer. If you don't want it, I'm okay with you telling me that up front. Right? You don't have to be disrespectful, but even if you got to tell me disrespectfully, at least you upfront with it.
Exactly. I feel you on that. Especially like you said about how you approach somebody, because I can sit here and approach you and, me personally, cigarettes, that's a deal breaker, period. I don't care. I'm not dating you if you got cigarettes. You can have no kids. You can be model. I mean, you can be all of that, have your own thing happening. As soon as I see you, because we can be sitting there and just sipping on a little something, just having a good conversation. Nick, as soon as you pull that cigarette out of your pocketbook, believe me, the conversation just went dead. I didn't mean reserve. I don't mean in pause. It went dead.
You didn't park it. It's out.
Ever. Yeah. Will not ever date a woman that smoke. I was like, yo. And it's just because of honestly, and the thing is, Nick, it's more so of the smell. Even though I don't smoke, it's to kiss a woman ever when I did that smoke cigarettes, like, oh my God. That had to be the most disgusting thing I have ever done. When it came
especially if they don't have good oral hygiene and you kind of find that out accidentally. Yeah.
That's not, it's not just, it's like, I come back like, yo, this is defiling. It's like, hey, you cool with this? You like to smell like, I'm just saying, I'm like, yo, really? I just couldn't get into it.
I know some people that do smoke. You never smell it on them. You
really
talk to them all in their face and know nothing. And like when you find out, it'd be like, you smoke?
Yeah.
I know some people who smoke, you smell them coming.
Yeah.
You smell them coming. Here come Freddie. Here come Freddie. Freddie just hit one.
I feel you on that. You smell, yeah. That's just something I can't deal with at all. Like I said, cigarettes, You know, I used to, like I said, with the kids, used to be 0 or 1. Patting up, Nick, I ain't gonna lie to you. Past 1, I wasn't doing it. I don't care how good, I wasn't doing it.
And I understand that, that young, that is the responsibility. Then you have to think about the child getting attached.
All that plays a part.
And if you know you're a selfish person, this for all my selfish people.
Right.
If you know you are a selfish person, and that's okay.
Right.
That's you. Don't go give nobody with kids, because you have to be very understanding. You have to use your selfless muscles.
You do.
Because there are going to be moments that you really want to go out and you really want to do something. That baby got a fever. Can't go.
Yes.
I haven't spent time with my baby. I've been working all week. I got to go to the game. Oh, so we can't go out to eat tonight. Like, I'm serious. If you know you're selfish or you want to travel and do stuff, if you're not going to be patient and wait for her or work your selfless muscle, please don't, or him, don't get no relationship with them.
And that was part of me, Nick, because I like to go. And see, that's this thing. When you don't have any, you can go when you want to. You pick up and roll. So that's why, I always respected women when I talked to them. And they told me that was part of the reason, too. I said, because I know you can't go when I go. And I don't want to deprive you of anything that you know you can't do and put you in an awkward position. Don't want to do that. So
tell the truth, King.
Yeah, I understand.
Would you be a little impatient?
Huh?
Would you be a little impatient with them if you was trying to be out?
It was just like, exactly, because just think like you're trying to set something, you set something up. And you know how that goes. You don't plan the whole trip. She's a go until that last minute something happens. And you like, what? And ain't nothing you could, and then nobody can blame but yourself, because you already knew coming in, these things can happen. When you talk about young kids and stuff, any kids, at the drop of a dime, something can turn wrong. And then if she's not going, I wouldn't expect her to be honest. I'm that respectful dude. I don't expect you to go. I don't expect you to find somebody to take care of the situation and your kid is going through something. No. You know what I'm saying? So I had to blame her. So that's why going in, I already know. I like to go. I like to do this and that. And when you got 2 kids deep, you probably, I don't know how your support group is, but I ain't trying to find out because I don't need the headache, Nick.
I feel you.
Now, headache, so.
that relationship can work. Let's put that out there.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
If you're willing to work your selfless muscle,
yes.
that can work. Maybe you need to learn patience, but if you know you're not going to even try to be patient or try to work with her, let her down easy, let him down easy, because you have to be understanding. And I know people that would tell you, I am too selfish. And they in their 50s with no kids, but they like, bump that. I don't have kids yet. I like to go when I want to go. I'm too selfish now. If the kids are, I want to say with one of them, they were okay with 13 and up, because you can leave the kids at home. Yeah. But he would say straight up, because he's like, no, I'm selfish.
See, all the ones I had that had kids, I was fine. Just the ones that had one. I had one that had 3. Right? And I had to cut off. Because and I did it over the phone. I hated I did it like that. But I apologize for it. But I had to tell her that, you know what, I can't do this because I'm not in a place where I can be that kind of father figure to your 3 kids. Now they were older kids. Now they were like older. I mean like older. But I felt like if I couldn't bring them to the table to be positive for them to learn from me some kind of way, then I'd rather bow out gracefully. I knew with 3, I'm like, now mind you, going from 0 to 3. Nick, I was in my 30s, like late 30s. So I'm like, yo, dude, you ain't never had none. So how are you gonna go from this to 3 being responsible as a responsible adult, as being a father figure to 2 girls and a boy, and you never dealt with that. So to be real, and you talking about marrying this girl, if that was the case, to be real, you like, I don't want to even bring that on her, put that on a plate that I ain't all on board, because I don't want to be that brother 6 months to a year, Nick, and I'm like, I got to bail. I can't
and that's what I don't want. That's why I said what I said. If you know you're going to be selfish and not even try, don't put her and the kids or him and his children through that, because we all know us. And it's one thing if you ended to try, but you can still be honest even in that. You know what? I want to try to wait for some of that to stop.
Yeah, see, we're storming a little bit down here now. Rain coming down.
Oh, it's storming. Okay.
Yeah, it's storming.
Okay.
It's lightning in the area and stuff.
Oh, that could be what it was. Can't get storming outside.
Yes.
Okay. So look. So if you're gonna have a preference, please at least meet the minimum of what your requirements are.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read this to y'all. I should have put it up, but so in a group, I'm waiting on it to stop. In a group that I happen to be in, someone posted this yesterday. This guy said, ladies, I'm going to share something with you. And okay, so they cooked him and drove him because his grammar was not good. But listen to how harsh he is with his preferences, but you're not writing good. Okay, so I'm going to share something with you that most men won't share with you. Your value comes from your purity and the amount. Okay, I'm going to read what he meant to say. And the amount of men that you sleep with and having no children. Many men won't take you seriously as a girlfriend or potential wife. Men will definitely sleep with you, but won't. They're waiting on the pop of the stop. But won't want to put a ring on it. It really don't. I don't know what that was. It really don't something for a man to want to propose. And most time we know who we want to marry. Men won't tell you the truth because they simply want to smash. So then he asked, fellas, do you agree? And ladies, what are your thoughts? Every guy, and it was well over 100 comments. Every guy was like, nah, we don't agree with that. That's some blank. Because basically your preferences are you don't want a woman with children.
Right.
And all you will do is smash them. There are a lot of men that will date a woman with kids, a lot of women that will date a man with children. There are some that will not, and that's fine. That's your preference. But to say that men don't want to do it, they don't want to marry you, that is such a lie and a half. Men will marry a woman that has kids. And as far as the body count, it was so many men that kept saying, who counting her bodies? The only time that really come into play is if everybody around town is saying that they've been with her and they know the people and it's like, yeah, man, I smashed her. But they were like, nobody's going to ask a woman how many you done been with. Who caring like that? If you love them, that was their past. So somebody went on to his actual page. Brother just got 3 things sponged off of his record. He posted that he just graduated from anger management classes. He showed his little certificate. And he was trying to get 3 other aggravated whatever's off of his record. How you gonna have them harsh preferences with all that? She got to get through all of that to be with you.
For real.
And you tripping over some kids? Again, if you have a preference, at least be able to meet the minimum of what you are requiring. Go ahead, King.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, I definitely can agree with that. You can't flex, bro, about preferences on that level. You got all this going on your side, whereas like you said, the sponges, the anger
management issue. You got to go take classes.
And she don't. You think she want to deal with that, especially with kids? You think she want to deal with that regardless if she had no kids? She didn't want to deal with it. She definitely don't. So you doing her favor, bro, by her cutting off in that case. Because I'm like, ain't no way she want to deal with no mess like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So this woman called him out on it. She posted what he had just posted about graduating anger management.
Right.
And he was like, no, you got it wrong. I dated somebody with a child. Then why would you?
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. It's a whole lot of brothers that's trying to act like your boy. If I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it. It's a whole lot of Kevin Samuels wannabe out there. I know that's your boy. But it's a lot of men making statements because he was saying he was comparing women to dogs the other day, right? So now you got a lot of men posting stuff like that. But and talking about the value of a woman and all because they trying to be Kevin Samuels number 2, 3, 4, and 5.
But see, my thing is, and like you said, if you can't meet up to the standards, bro, don't be trying to be somebody else. Don't be trying to sit there and duplicate. If you ain't got nothing going on with this brother got or that brother got, how you gonna sit here and emulate? No, dude. That makes no sense. I ain't gonna sit there and flex and sit there and tell me, well, I don't date nobody with kids and I got 3 or 4 at home I ain't taking care of.
Right.
I mean, it's that's to me, that's ignorant. Then you know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you got things going on that you can sit there and show, like in my case, I got 1. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say and talk junk about yours, and I got 1, but I'm tell you about dating and bodies. Come on, man. That's when you see the difference between men and boys.
Exactly.
Men don't talk like that. Men don't act like that.
That's exactly what I commented.
Yeah,
Because women were like, and the men were going out too. This is not a man. This is a male.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he really is doing this stuff for the comments. He really is doing it to get the people's attention because people
Sad.
have to get through all of your anger issues and your
Exactly, dude.
records, and
Exactly.
which means you might have a hard time getting a job out. And really, yeah, if you're gonna have preferences,
Yeah. Make sure,
I'm
yeah.
just saying,
Yeah, make sure your standards is where they need to be, dude.
man,
Make sure your standards is where they need to be.
please,
Yes.
please, let's move on to the next one. Here's your other favorite one.
The 90 day. I'm having a lack of understanding as to why most dropped off. I didn't get to finish it.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
It's because it's a little video, so it's gonna cut off.
Got
All
you.
right. As to why most women have the 90-day rule, are we not grown? If you have chemistry and vibe with the person and you want to have sex, just have sex. I don't get it. So this woman was saying, what's up with the 90-day rules, ladies? We're grown. If you want to have sex with somebody, go ahead and do it. And she had a whole bunch of responses. But King, I know you have quite a bit to say on this subject, so I'm going to let you go first.
Well, yeah, you know me. My first thing is, like I said, me and Nick just happened to just talk about it briefly. One of my comments to Nick was like women can walk in a restaurant, a store. I put like this: y'all come in contact with a brother, y'all know if y'all want to smash right then. Y'all know within the first 5 minutes when y'all look at him, because most of y'all go from the look. Say, okay, is he worth smashing? Does he have the ability to smash? I mean, for whatever direction y'all come from. So, just taking that part and then going into a relationship, where does 90 days even play a part? You can't tell me after 2 or 3 weeks I'm wine and dining, we enjoying, like you said, we vibing, and you gonna still make me wait 90. What's the 90 day supposed to prove? That I'm supposed to stay longer? Really? Let's be honest with you. Like you said, we're grown. 90 days, 60 days, 30 days ain't gonna make me stay no longer than I want to stay. It can be good. It can be fantastic. It can be mind blowing. Okay? If all the checks is not there, I don't care. 90 days ain't gonna fulfill all that. So my thing, like the young lady said, it don't take 90 days to let you know if I'm ready to give up the cookies. It just don't. So I understand, Steve Harvey messed y'all heads up with this 90-day mess. That's supposed to prove. So no, don't prove jack, but a brother gonna click out, he gonna leave at 60. If he go that far. He's a good one if he goes 60.
And that's a good thing. If he leaves, that's wonderful.
I mean, I understand it. Don't get me wrong. I understand for some women, hey, fine. You can know. But I'm saying if you already kind of feeling this dude, what I'm saying, it don't take that long to go ahead and give him the cookies. If you feeling them, now I'm saying if you know that what you're trying to keep inside, you need that longevity, then that's cool. That's what it is. But if you feeling the dude, I'm feeling you. Because I always told myself, one thing, Nick, I don't know if I told you this. I never asked. It was always given to me. Why? Because I'm that dude that's going to make sure you enjoy your company with me. The conversation is good. You vibing. The vibe's going to let you know whether I want to give them. And it never took 90 days in my life. Okay. So my thing is, hey, you know how to make her feel. Just being with her, talking to her, conversation. And she knows then. Do all the times. Either she is or she's not. So don't think every time it happened right. Sometimes it just didn't vibe. And so we parted ways. We was cool. But when it did go to that point, it didn't take 90 days. And then I didn't pressure her. I didn't even ask her for it. She let me know that it was that time. She said, okay, you know what? You've been a good boy. I think you deserve the noonie. And she bestowed it upon me. So, like I just said, it don't take 90 days, Nick. But let's hear from you.
Let me woosah all of We've had this conversation many times. Now, Nikki is not representing all women. I'm going to represent the women that she was bringing up, that she had the issue with.
Got you.
The 90 days is not about making you stay or I'm trying to see if I feel you or not. Mm-hmm. You might be right. There may be somebody that you meet and wonder instantly. Mm-hmm. What you wonder and what you will do, not the same thing.
Exactly.
Okay. The 90-day rule, and I know a lot of people, men and women, a little irked at Steve Harvey, but Steve did what a lot of us needed to do. there was a time when women was not throwing a cookie out like that. Like you were waiting to make sure you gonna get married first or whatever because you want to get played. You want to make sure the man ain't gonna leave. You don't want no baby out of wedlock.
Right.
Nowadays, people don't do that. I see you. I mentioned you want to do it. Yeah, I do it, and then you go do it. And you end up with people hurt. You end up with all these babies out of wedlock. Fathers that don't stick around because you didn't give yourself time to get to know them. Granted, in 90 days, you might not know everything about a dude, but you'll know enough in that 90-day period about him to know if you want to be intimate with him. You've said so many times before that he might leave. If the brother leaves because he's not getting none, I need him to go. I need him to leave. Because that meant you were never going to stay. So I need to see that. So please understand that 90 days is not about if you deserve it, if you've been a good boy, if I'm going to make you stay, if I'm feeling you. That is not what that's about. In 90 days, it's a lot you can find out about a person by not having sex with them. And if they're going to leave because you're not, please go quickly. What you say about the outline in the door? Be that. Be the road runner for me. I'm serious because if me not giving you sex will make you leave, then so will hard times. And you're not my man. They always talk about a woman that'll ride or die. You want a man that's not going anywhere either. But what happens? You get the sex. And it's good, and you thinking in the back of your head, come on, keep it real, King. She gave it to me real quick. How many other people she giving it to like that? But if she call you for some more, you'll go get it. But you're not trying to wife her. Hello?
Oh, okay. I mean, you know what?
Tell the truth.
Okay, like I said, and then you gotta understand, this is me 20 years ago.
Are you trying to wife her then?
Let me explain. 20 years ago, this is me. What I'm saying is, Nick, 90 days, you can't tell me.
That answer my question for you.
Okay,
going to that. Are you trying to wife if you can smash her quick?
It depends. It depends.
Okay, so hold on before he continues. I'm gonna let him go. The king that I normally talk to has told me many times, has even said on this show, if he can smash it quick, he's not gonna wife her because he's gonna wonder who else is getting it. He'll hit it, but he won't wife her. Now we're not talking about now because you're married. We talking about before because we thought he was gonna keep it honest.
Right, but like I said, Nick, I'm keeping on. It depends. My thing is, I done smashed quick and kept you around for more than 6 months, so it just depends. I'm just saying,
right? But the question was, my question was for you. Is if a man can smash quick, is he going to wife her? Is it in the back of her mind? Is he wondering who else she let hit this quick?
It depends. Like I said again, Nick, it depends. Okay, like this. If we vibing, that's what I'm saying. If you gonna let me off because you feeling this and it's a sex thing, then I understand. Because my thing was always, if y'all have sex and y'all ain't got nothing to talk about afterwards, then that's all it was. So we already see it ain't going but so far. But if we vibing and the sex is good and it hits and we got conversation, it can go further than that. So then it depends on how you seeing me futuristically and how we both come together. So it can depend. On some cases back then, when you knew that's what it was, then you didn't put before someone's effort in it anyway. Like I said, that's the brothers that stepped after so many days because basically that's what it was all about. But if I feel you, I ain't saying. Now, you give it to me in a week, yeah, I might think about it then because I'm like, okay, 7 days, 3 days, depends. That's kind of quick, but we talking about 30 days. You feeling me, I'm feeling you, we vibing, and then it happens of what I'm saying.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. We're gonna go to comments. Let me ask you this question. Take out the title 90-day rules. I'm coming to your comments, Kim. Take out the 90-day rule. What makes somebody think, just because we in 2021, that because you've been talking to me for 30 days or taking me out for 60 days, that you automatically should be getting some honey pie? Because if you take out that it's a 90-day rule that Steve Harvey wrote about and all women are doing, look at it logically. Think about your daughter when I ask you this question. Yeah, that's what I need you to do. Yeah, think about your daughter. What gives anybody, male or female, the right to feel like because it's been 30 days, man, we've been going out for 60 days, that you get the right to some honey pie?
I ain't saying you get the right. You're right, Nick. You don't get the right. I ain't saying you don't get the right.
No. I don't want you to deflect it from what I said. I want you to hear what I said. Because the way you were wording what you said and what you said earlier sounds like someone is obligated. Because shoot, if he hang around such and such, man, that's a long time. No, it's 6 weeks is a long time. That don't mean that you both not going to be horny and feeling it, but doesn't mean that you have to.
No, I ain't.
Because guess what? What if this, we talking real. Think about your daughter when I ask you this. I'm coming to you, Kim. What if she waits 90 days?
Okay.
And they do something on day 90. Day 91, he break her heart. He crush her. What would you tell her? What advice would you give her? And on the second part of that, what if she meet him? And after 4 dates, the 4 days take about 3 weeks. She do something with him and she end up pregnant and he bounced.
You know what? And I feel you. I feel what you're saying.
How would you feel about him?
Don't get me
and how
wrong.
would you feel about her?
As a father, I would feel bad. I would feel messed up as a pop.
Because you probably should have waited a little bit to get to know him a little bit more, right? I
would, and see, that's the thing. I would think so. I would, this is my thing. But what thing I can't control is what she feels and what she feels.
But so, I'm asking you as a father, though.
Right, as a father.
That's all I want to hear. I don't want to go into the other part.
As a father, I want her to wait as long as she feels comfortable.
That's all I want to hear you say.
And that ain't no different than what I said. If you feel comfortable, the 90 days is like, why you got to wait 90? Like I just said, if you're ready to give it, it shouldn't take 90, 60 or whatever. But it's up to you. I'm just saying individually, I don't feel take 90. And if I'm pursuing you, depending how I'm pursuing you, I'll wait more than 90. But I only did that for one person and I'm married to her. Other than that, I'm like, yo, if I'm feeling you, we vibing, cooling, and it shouldn't take, how you feeling. So, and that's what I always said.
Like I said, the 90-day rule. Right, 90, no 90, so I'm saying. But what I know I feel. Take out the 90.
Okay, so take out the 90.
On the first, I can feel you on first sight.
Gotcha.
I could want you to do all kind of stuff to my body on first sight. Gotcha. But I don't know you yet.
Right, and I understand that.
So if it take me 6 months, now, if in that time, I respect if you like, I'm about to explode, I got to go, then do you. And let me say this, I'm not judging anybody because I have 2 children.
Right.
So obviously,
right.
So I'm not judging anybody. If that's you want to do it, the one do you. But when you ask me, the 90 days has nothing to do with getting to know if I feel you or about you staying. Right. I might feel you upon contact. But that don't mean I want to give you myself yet. And that's because you're gonna be up in my womb. And that's a sacred place.
And that's understand. Believe me when I tell you that is understandable. And I recognize that period because I have been there. And every woman is not going to do it within a time limit or with a time frame. So I respect that. But hey, it is what it is. If I want to bounce, I'm gonna bounce. So I mean, it's not nothing against you. My thing is, it's nothing against you. It's my preference. But if I'm feeling you a certain way. Right. Somewhere, and I feel that I wanted to go somewhere, you wanted to go somewhere, then there we go. So my thing is, the 90 days is just messed up a lot of situations because it was a number involved, and someone felt that was going to determine, saying a whole lot of information I learned. No, please, it don't.
I understand.
What I'm saying, that's where it came from.
But I also think the 90-day rule helped a lot of people too, because for people that were promiscuous, for people that have been sexually abused and sex was all you knew, or you thought sex was your way to keep a man, I think it kept people having a whole bunch of children that walk around here without knowing who their daddies are and vice versa. Because a lot of men that do that 90-day. So even if you take the 90-day out for anybody, I don't think anyone should feel obligated to do something. You could be horny as all get up with a capital H.
Understand.
But if you don't want to, don't do it because you fear somebody leaving. I want you to leave if you can't wait.
Exactly. I'm all for that.
Go ahead and read the comment.
Kim says no 90 day, but now they aren't going to be serious about you.
Hey, but again, if that's how that ain't something I'm fighting. If you're not serious about me because you can't wait, then you need to go. Because when hard times hit, you're not gonna stick around either.
Yeah, but they serious. She said that they'll be serious about sex.
I got your next one. She says, I told my man after a month of dating on his birthday, when he came to my house, we having sex, right? And he was like, okay, now he is in love, LOL. Well, I want to ask you this, but if he's there watching with you, I don't know if you need to answer it. Are you secure in knowing that he has your back no matter what? If hard times hit, bruh ain't going nowhere. You get pregnant, bruh's not going nowhere. And if you happy in your relationship and y'all in love, sis, do you. If you want to answer it, you can. If not, you can tell me, no, sis, it ain't your business. But I'm going to go back to the original question when you asked me. It has nothing to do about seeing if y'all going to stay or seeing if I feel you. We know what we feel, but what we feel and what we act on not going to be necessarily the same.
Right.
And I told you before, I wish the way you felt about your daughter in situations was the same way you felt about other women in situations, but I get it. You separate the two, and I understand that.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
Because, you get to a point where you're right. You want nothing but the best. You want to make sure that she's protected, and all you can do is talk. I got plenty of nieces that I talked to, and they ran through them doors. But see, my thing is, I gave them that first upfront of me. I said, yo, this is what I did. So when you hear these lines, be cautious.
That's it.
But Nick,
that's what I've been waiting to hear you say.
Because like I said, because I was there, I done that. So I told them that. I said, be cautious. I said, yo, I can't tell you what to do, what not to do. What I'm telling you is,
all right, Kim.
I said, don't fall for the okie doke, because I'm telling you what I've done, and I know the brother's gonna hit. If he got any kind of game. Because some of them got no games. They lame. And I said,
some of them corny.
These women fall for. But I said, when I ran game, please, you had to come hard to understand that you couldn't get past me. Because if you fell for me talking, fell for me singing, hey, what can I say? That's my trait. But I told my nieces, if you hear this type of, and I already told them what to expect. I said, I'm telling you what to expect. So if you ain't ready to go down that line, believe me when I tell you, put the brakes on.
That's good, Kim.
And
put
go
the
back
brakes on and what?
And go back to what my uncle just told me. Nah, dude, you ain't ready, and I definitely ain't ready.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And
when
Nick,
you ask the question, why the 90? Take out that we trying to see if we feeling you. Take out that we trying to make you stay. Ain't got nothing to do with that. We trying to do just what you just said that you warn your nieces and your daughters about.
Overall, it don't. But see, my thing is, when this came out, women start using that as well as men using that as a tool. I'm like, yo, that ain't gonna make no difference if she feeling you, if she ain't feeling you. The numbers ain't gonna mean nothing. And I was, like I said, before the 90 even came out, my thing was, yo, I already gave myself some numbers depending on how I was rolling with you. I always gave myself how long I was gonna stay. My thing was 30 to 45 days. That was it. And that was just me because
you are yet still proving my point.
My thing, no, I'm just saying.
You are yet still proving my point, King.
I'm saying, but see, this, like I said, this was me. Everybody ain't like me. Everybody
no, baby, that's not what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
There are people out there that think like that. So guess what? Guess what? Just like you said, man, after X amount of days, I'm out. A woman can say, back to the original question, a woman can say, I'm going to give it such time. Because I really want to see where this man's motives are. Right. Now, let's just say they ran into you back in the day and you had already had your time limit. You would leave before the time was up. That's what she needs to see. That you weren't serious. But then, Nick, like I said,
but then again, I told you, it's how the vibe goes. If I met her, like I said, so it depends. Some women, if I met them and it lasted a good while. It might not be marriage material because it just didn't coincide where the levels. But so my thing is, it wasn't just determining, saying the point. So it was just that point of the vibe, everything clicking.
All that goes. The compatibility. You kind of pulling off from what I'm saying. I'm where you were. Right. And I understand. Every time I get where you are, you ain't got to pull me back to make a point. All I'm saying is, it just like you made up, I'm only going to stay X amount of time. Forget how she turned out to be. That was already in your mind. So a woman can say, I'm going to wait X amount of time to see what his motives are.
And that's fine.
If you are that dude that if you ain't getting it by this or you're going to bounce anyway after whatever, that's something that I would want to know about you.
But you ain't going to know that.
What? Ain't going to give you nothing. You're going to bounce anyway.
But you ain't going to know that. How you going to know that? You're not going to know that.
You talking to me, King.
I'm saying, but that's you. I'm talking about, we ain't talking about you, Nick.
Well, guess what? It is, but it's some other Nickies out there, though.
But I'm saying.
There's some other Nickies out there, though.
But
they're the ones that the woman got the question about in the first place, bro.
But I'm saying, my thing is, you ain't going to know because depending on how you feel and how the conversation's going, you're going to bail anyway. You're going to be your problem. My thing is, Nick,
we're going to know because the true you comes out. It don't come out right away.
It don't.
If we don't confuse it with sex, and we don't confuse it with emotions, when you pay attention, it's gonna come out. You get antsy. You gonna start to get antsy Dudes that think like that, they get antsy. They tried a couple of times. It don't work. They get a little attitude. They get ghosted a little bit. They'll try it again. When you get to your set date, oh yeah, you start to act.
Well, see, the thing is, you really don't have a set date. What
you
happens
just
is,
said you would.
No,
what
I'm
I
saying,
was already known in my head how many days I'm gonna stay.
Because by that time, you don't already let me know if you want to continue. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't always on me. This was me setting my clock, but I'm still basing everything on you. I'm going on your vibe. My thing was, I was always attentive to women. So it was never just because I set a clock. I'm sitting there still debating. I'm still looking at how you moving, how you going. I'm saying, so on your conversation, on your moves, all that. So my thing was, if I'm feeling, I can. It's just like women. Men can tell if you really feeling me, if you trying to juice me, you trying to pocket me. We can see the same things, Nick. So the whole time,
I understand that. We're talking about the 90-day rule right now, though.
So I'm just saying. So even with that, y'all thinking like you said about we already know that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna see because you're gonna bail. No, we still waiting you out to see what you looking for as well. So even though we don't have to put no numbers on it, and in case we do, it's still the point of we're waiting out just to see where you're at totally, with how we vibing and this and that. So like I said, I always waited for her. I didn't never go ahead and put it just because I had figures in my head or how I wanted to move. I always waited for her to let me know.
I got
most of the time, Nick, the ones I did run into, it was like, even though they didn't see how I was moving, because someone was trying to get into the pocket. So that's why they took longer. Some wanted to get in the pocket earlier, and so they hit, and then wanted to see where it goes. So it's always that whole thing.
And let me ask you this. According to what you started seeing, maybe they was trying to get in the pocket early, whatever. That is, according to that, how you started dealing with them, yes or no?
Say again?
If you started noticing that they was trying to get into the pocket or usual whatever, according to what you saw is how you dealt with them, correct? Yes or no?
How things move.
Okay, that's all I've been saying this whole time.
I understand that.
Is all went back to the original question.
Right, but you were trying to make it feel. I was getting the thought that you were trying to see that men try to push that whole issue a whole lot further than women do to find out, okay, he was gonna bail anyway because he didn't get. I'm like, yo, don't say
not
like
what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying
according to the original question, the same thing. When you see that all she wants is your ends, you started dealing with her accordingly.
Right.
When she started to see that all you want is whatever, she would deal with you accordingly. And for some women, they want to give themselves at least 90 days instead of rushing into it like they normally do. That's all. It ain't got nothing to do with trying to see if I feel you or whatever. They just trying to see if you're worth them giving up the pot, and men do it too.
Got you.
Now y'all see how we talk on the phone. All you Zoomers saying the same exact thing I was saying. Lord, I know. Roll your eyes. It's okay. We really don't have time for our last one because we had issues earlier with the technology. We will skip this one for today.
Right.
But what'd you say?
That's it, right.
Okay. So go ahead and give your final comments for today.
All righty. So the three that we did cover, y'all, they was, they was intense. They made a lot of
as most of our conversations are.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all, I hope y'all learn something from them and understand when we pull these topics out, they're like reality. They're daily. This is what people deal with in life on a daily. And so we try to bring them to the forefront and hope like, with our conversation that y'all get to understand how we, we both move. So that being said, hope y'all enjoyed the show again. Love y'all all. Y'all be safe. You know what I'm saying? Take care of each other. This is the King. I'm out.
And do what you got to do for you. Y'all know you better than we know you. He gave his point of view and I gave mine. You do what you have to do that is best for you. We had some amazing topics. And y'all, we still friends. Don't worry. This is literally how we talk all the time. We had some really great topics. Thank you all for chiming in. Kim, thank you for being our co-host in the comments today.
Yes,
you may have to join us on stage one time. If you enjoyed the episode, please share it, heart it. Let us know by commenting below. Have you liked us on Facebook yet? If you haven't, what's your problem?
What's the problem? What you waiting for? Come on. I know you're liking it. I know you're feeling this. We see you lurking in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Checking out the show on the sneak tip. Come on.
Sending them DM messages and stuff.
Exactly. Come on out.
Y'all
Hang
didn't
with us.
want to comment, but you
That's
was
all.
watching on the cool. They be sending messages all the time.
We good. Yeah.
So thank you all so very much. King,
Your work.
it's Father's Day.
Yo,
would you like to do a shout out to your dad before we roll?
Sure, definitely, y'all. Want to give a happy Father's Day to my dad, Pastor William Lewis Harrington Sr., and my brother Kevin Harrington. Yo, these two guys definitely shaped, and helped me to understand life. You know, saying as a man and different things. I can't say about the women thing because I've kind of picked that up myself.
We ain't gonna put that on them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put that on them to a certain extent. But I just want to give them a shout out, Father's Day to them, and my other two brothers. You know, all my uncles played a big part on both sides of my family, my uncles and stuff, and a lot of my boys. You know what I'm saying? Old military guys. So all them guys out there, happy Father's Day, fellas. Hope y'all enjoyed your day. And yeah, there you go.
Amen. And I want to give this one out. What is going on? This one out to, start off with you. You are a really great man. Besides all of our joking and our debating that we have constantly, we just wanted to bring it to camera. Despite all of that, you know how I feel about you. You are an amazing person. You've been a great friend. 12 years now, I think it has been. I appreciate you, and I appreciate what you do in your daughter's life, what you do in Omega's life, and what you don't know, you reach out and you ask, and you're willing to grow and try. So happy Father's Day to you.
Appreciate it,
happy
man.
Father's Day to my two. They are not here. They are with the Lord. So today was a little bit emotional for me. That is why I was watching some Wildin' Out as well, trying to keep my mind off of that. But happy Father's Day to all of you out there, especially if you are actively walking in your responsibilities, not just by name and title, but you are actually in a intentional relationship with your children. Thank you so very much. Kim just said it's my pleasure. Thank you, sis.
Yes.
Real quick, go ahead, King.
All right, you can connect with us on nickandking@gmail.com and on Facebook at POV with Nick and King, on our Instagram page at POV with Nick and King, YouTube, their POV with Nick and King, and SoundCloud, their POV with Nick and King.
Thank you very, very much. I thought you were saying something else before.
No, ma'am.
You can also catch me on the Obstacle Overcomer podcast. I am anywhere you love to listen to podcasts. Definitely check me out on iTunes or Buzzsprout, but wherever you listen, please be sure to rate, to subscribe so you know when there are new episodes being uploaded, and to leave a comment. And please download and share. Please download and share. With that being said, we always like to leave you with a word for the week. I'm just going to leave y'all with Happy Father's Day. If your father is still living, call him up, spend some time with him if you can. If your father is living and y'all haven't talked, or there's a break in the relationship, please consider reconciling, because tomorrow is not promised. 5 minutes from now is not promised. Whatever happened, it happened. You can't change it. Forgive, let go, and love. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, even if it's in the replay.
Yep.
And forgive the popping sound.
Yes,
King
please.
is storming where he is, so please forgive it. We're so sorry, but it's life. It happens. King, we want to tell the people that we love them, and we are out.
We love y'all. Take care of each other and yourself. Have a great week. Peace.
Kings and queens, keep reigning.
Yeah.